So welcome everyone. This is going to show you very quickly how we are doing the SEPeers network and how can you interact with everybody. Ideally, what we want to do in the SEPeers network is to create this environment of confidence and trust where we can all talk to each other, find out what's going on with each other, but also eventually help each other in our path of learn, sharing, and growing. So for those guys that probably already know about it, basically when you come in, this is what you see, right? The SEPeers network. And in the SEPeers network, basically what we request you is to join. It's super easy peasy. You know, you just put here your name. Let's gonna say that you're Juan Perez, right? And then you just click on next. And then here, ideally, you need to put your Juan Perez email address from alumni GSV, right? So it's alumni, I guess, alumni.gsv.stanford. And whoever doesn't remember or doesn't have access, has been other folks that by any reason couldn't find their access or their GSV or their alumni email address, doesn't matter, send it to me. It might take you a little bit longer to get approved because we need to research that that the email that you are asking is actually somehow your email and that you really exist on the network. So then once you get in, you will probably come in here. And what you see basically here is this area of discovery, right? Or you come to home, right? And then in home, you will see all the news feed of the stuff that is happening. I like to show you discovery because it's kind of like give us a glance what's going on. Here, you have the top post is a typical question when you just sign into the network and ask you, how can we amplify your strategic growth personally and organizationally? And we have amazing answers already. So it would be pretty cool. This kind of like an icebreaker question. So if you can go there and just answer it, you will give the chance to others that haven't met you yet to kind of see, this is Lama. Oh, this is Strong. Oh, what's going on? And then we have some posts that people are already doing. What I will ask you is to try to navigate first before posting so you can understand more or less where to post what. One of the cool things that we have here is topics. So when you post something in the on the network, on the feed, what you can do is basically go and say, okay, I want to post something and then I want to add a topic. And those of the topics are either classes, like all the classes that we have so far. And if you find that maybe you're 2012 or 13 or 14 and we haven't added your class, hashtag it, we're going to review it, and then we're going to add those type of topics and so on. And but one of the really cool sections in this add topic that I personally love is it gives me this opportunity where, did you remember that time where they gave us like this big board and these blue stickers or pink stickers, I don't remember what color stickers, and then you will post and ask to somebody. And that other somebody will pick up your post and say, I can give you this. So this is basically this, It's, for instance, here Mario said, you know what, I am looking for people to share best practices on top leadership transition. This is a great topic that Mario is looking for to do a roundtable here in the network. So if you guys have any feedback or something like, hey, I want to participate on this, or I did this is the right moment. I posted actually today in the morning a post where this is true, we are thinking in trying to go to Portugal by spring if COVID allows us, obviously. And I'm asking for advice on where to rent a villa, and here, for instance, Ignacio Julia said, you should go to the south, go to Carrapateira, Arfana, all that coast is great. Maybe someone owns a villa that can rent it out, for me. So this is kind of like pretty cool. It's kind of like where I remember once our Kate from our 2018 generation was sending a message to one of the WhatsApp groups and say like, guys, do you know somebody in the sports apparel market, in the marketing area? We need some advice. And it happens to be that a folk from, I guess it's 2015, he is a VP of or used to be the VP of Nike in marketing, so if we take advantage of our network, or maybe people, we have a kid from Lululemon, also in that area. So if we have, that opportunity where we can ask and give whatever type of opportunities, maybe you have 2 tickets extra to opera that you are not going to use, maybe you want to give them to someone, stuff like this, is typical things. The really good power of our network, it comes in the networks that we have created itself. For instance, on the transitions network, most of us, when we leave the SEP, what happens is that we are in this period of transition. We don't know what to do, maybe, or we know what to do. Probably most of us were thinking, gosh, should I change my job? Maybe the changes that I want to implement are not right for this company, or are in that process of creating your own company, your own entrepreneurship. Or even some of the guys, they're even thinking in retirement. So we created a transitions network so we all can have those conversations in here, about does anyone wants to give maybe some advice on what type of package should I take if I want to leave my company, or maybe I want to take an advisory role. Anybody has any type of feedback that can get to me, So this is a place where we all can, in a peer-to-peer network, we can basically give us this type of advice. And then another fantastic network, one of the things that we will love and encourage is that to please do not do any solicitation in the network in general. When you post an email, a post, a message, and please do not do any solicitation, because then that will kind of break and might convert into spam. But if you have a business or you need a business, there's a place where we can do this, and this is in the business network. Here I see people where they can come and then post, in this case, Pony, I am happy to get involved in any opportunity idea to China. He's right away promoting what he can do for you of your business in China. Let's say we have another friend in the cohort as well, that he just launched a new product for the hospitality area. So he's looking for distributors in Latin America. So you can post there your catalog and say, guys, this is my catalog. I'm open distribution in Latin America. Anybody can help. Or maybe you are looking for extra storage capacity in China. Does anybody have any, or any manufacturing capacity? Or I need someone to provide me with cables on this and type and so. Or maybe I'm looking for financing on my business. This is the deck, or I'm going to have a demo day on this if you guys want to, or stuff like this. This is where I want us either to buy, to sell, to actually make business together on any area that you are doing. So if you want to do something like this, this is the area of the business network. And in the following network, one of the biggest motivators for us to do the SEPeers network is basically because out of the SEP Alumni Foundation, many of you have contributed to bring fantastic social leaders into our cohorts. The 2015 guys brought Alejandra, the 2016 guys brought Moncho, the 2017 guys brought Skinnery, the 2018 guys brought Mario, and the 2019 guys will help us to bring one of the top 3 guys that I will introduce them to you in a later opportunity. But what we want here is that all the scholars, for instance, Mario, Kinari, Alejandra, and Moncho, can come and update us on what are they doing on their organizations. And so we can understand, like if there's something that we want to piggyback on them, like maybe we can do something for them, or I want to volunteer to help them in an area where probably we can expand their impact to my country. Or on the other side, many of the SEPeers are doing amazing social projects. And this is also a window for you to showcase them, where we can see what's going on. Are you involved in probably helping women in your country? Maybe you need advisors or mentors. this is the opportunity to showcase what you're doing so others can jump in. And then on the personal network, this is an amazing opportunity for us. I don't know in your cohort, but in my cohort, I can think about like two specific individuals that were either, always in the piece of like mindfulness, being the right setup for leadership, but also in meditation. Some of us, we did a meditation challenge for 30 days. It was amazing. I will see here in the personal network where we can come and do this meditation challenges and or fitness challenges and detox challenge for me, please. Something that we can do together that will help us in the whole you piece where we all are together making this happen for all of us. And if we go back, then I'll tell you about the family network. Here, what we want is the families of the SEPeers to get together. So logging in here, if you want either your spouse or your kids to get together with other spouses and kids from the network. And finally, in the mentoring network, the idea is that here we can give opportunity either to future potential scholars that can come to the SEP and be part of a future cohort where we can either coach them or even be part of maybe their boards if we're going to help them to grow the organization so they can be eligible to be part of the SEP, or as well, mentoring, peers to peers on SEPeers, right? So because let's say maybe right now I'm in mobile apps, telecom, all these social networks, this is kind of like my area. But what about if tomorrow I think that I can do a business in fashion? Well, you know what? I probably will like to get mentor from Jose, who was one of the founders of Prevalia, and he's an SCP 18. So this is where probably I can get back and then contact him. I'm looking for a mentorship because I'm going to do this. Can anyone mentor? So you can sign into the mentoring network if you want to give back to some people, either another SEPeers or potentially future scholars that will be receiving the opportunity to become part of the SCP networks. So basically this is it. We are doing this in a way where you just can embrace everyone and be happy with everyone. I will be so happy to welcome you on board. We do have already some events happening. One of the big ones is next Wednesday. This is a fantastic event that please, I recommend you to come. Is Big Techs in Retail Payments, a new challenge for authorities. This is hosted by Alessandra Peracelli, that she is an SCP 2018, and she happens to be the vice governor of the central bank in Italy. She's bringing the best, the top of the top, and the best speaker, which is Claudia Biancocci, that she's going to talk about with Alessandra and what's going on with these big tech companies. And if you are from Facebook, Google, WhatsApp, Instagram, and you're working it, come and join so you can understand what is the point of view from the authorities and from the regulators, what's going on, especially now that Facebook is coming with Libra, and then all these currencies that are happening. This is pretty cool. The following week, we have once a month, we're going to have a member spotlight, which once we want to share the story of transformation that SCP has passed to any of the members. And this is super cool because then we have, in this case, Luke. Luke is 2016. He's going to tell this story. I don't want to spoil, I don't want to do a spoiler or something like this, but basically, he quit his big paying job, create his own startup, and now he's leading the first mission to go to space to clean the trash of the space. How amazing is that? So we're going to do that in there. It's going to be fantastic. Alejandra, who is actually a scholar for us, she's going to be the champion of the event. She actually had the idea, she brought it in, and then that's it. So if you have any idea of who do you want to bring as a member spotlight, because you know the story of one of your cohort classmates that is amazing, bring it to us, ping me on the network, and we'll be super happy to schedule it. Or if you have an interesting topic where either you or someone that can talk about it can be relevant for the network, bring it on as well. We're doing roundtables every month as well in order like to do networking. I will suggest you not to miss them. We don't have them yet on the events, but next week, you're gonna see them in here. We also have another fantastic event coming on the network about blockchain and digital assets that is also brought by one of our SEPeers in 2011. You cannot miss it. Max from 2018, he's already organizing something around fintech. If you are specialized in fintech, make sure you also come in on board. So this is about it. I just wanted to introduce you. It's super easy, you know, you can be friends with everyone. And I hope to see you here very soon. All right. Thank you so much.